air guitar. Coffee first. Ah. Yo, Fears, audience Fears, back at it again with another live. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Hope you guys are doing marvelous. I hope you guys are doing stupendous, my friends. That is the word for today, stupendous. All right. Well, Fears is doing stupendous. I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. It's been a good day. It's been a lazy day, but it's been a good day. Anyway, let me explain. I didn't get off work until 9:45-ish, so Fears was a little tired, and so I went right to bed. So I slept from like 10 all the way to like 3. I got up, I went to the post office to send off Boo Kaki's birthday present. So it's shipped off. It is shipped off. Anyway, but I got some good news. While I was checking the mail, guys, I got some really good mail. If you guys remember, I had to get my mom something else for Christmas because the Christmas present that I got did not come in time. But it finally came in. And I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. So, yeah. Anyway, today's topics, we got The Beastmaster. I finally finished it. I'm finally going to review it, so we're going to be reviewing The Beastmaster. Then, I found this at the gas station. I'm going to be doing the Mr. Beast Peppered Beef Jerky Taste Test Review. Then, we're going to do the best TV endings of all time. Like, the best endings to a TV show of all time. And then, what are Fears' movie theater go-to orders? Well, we're going to find out. And then if there's time, as always, we're going to do some celebrity stories that I've encountered. I'm really looking forward to Spooky Empire. Me and Dave are going to Spooky Empire, and I'm very excited. I know Zach's going with us for at least a day. But me and Dave, we're going all 3 days in October and in May, and I believe James is going all 3 days. So that's exciting. That's exciting, my friends. So that's coming up. What else is coming up? Well, we've got a couple of conventions that are coming up. We got a couple of birthdays coming up. Lots of delicious jams and jellies, my friend. In May 17th, we've got a convention. May 23rd, we've got the Semi Collectors Fest. June 7th, we got the Central Florida Collectors Fest. June 14th, we've got the Ocala Collectors Fest. So a lot of conventions are coming up. Some that I'm going to get to, some I'm not going to get to. Then we've got, oh my gosh, it's April 17th. In a couple of days, we've got Earth Day. So tomorrow, on Saturday, I'm going to be starting to put like Earth Day thumbnails up. Today I just went with a simple, Fears vlogs. Then we've got Cinco de Mayo coming up. We got my buddy Jesse's birthday coming up. He's going to be turning 44 years old. My mom's Mother's Day is coming up. So because this came in late and I wasn't able to give it to my mom for Christmas, finally, this thing that I had made for my mom and my dad, I'm going to give this to my mom for Mother's Day, and she's going to love it. I'm going to show it to you guys in just a second. We've got Memorial Day coming up. We've got my buddy Eric's birthday coming up in June. We got my mom's 72nd birthday, and I'm going to need your guys' help. I need to come up with a great birthday present. And then after my mom's birthday, we've got the 4th of July coming busy. Fierce Man finally cleaned up the front room. I was being lazy. Well, most of it. I mostly had it all done. There was just a few Christmas items in that corner, and look, I have it all cleaned up, looking like how it was. So it's looking good. I did a lot of laundry yesterday, like yesterday night while I was listening to Lanterns live. It seems like everyone has forgiven Lantern mostly. I probably not Carl or Rob, but it seems like the general gist of the community has given Lantern another chance. I was on Lantern's podcast last night. So was Bukaki. So was Visions. So was Yak, and I think that's it. Oh, Museum was there also. And you know what? I apologize to Museum. I forgot to unblock you last night. Museum, I swear on my life, Vision sent me your link. I'm going to unblock you tonight. I apologize because I know Museum wants to use his normal main channel to talk in the chat. He's using his secondary channel right now, so I do apologize. So tonight, after the stream, or somebody remind me at the end of this, please remind me, and I will unblock him. So I do apologize. So yeah. Anyway, what did I do today? Well, I got off of work at 9:45. I was tired. I slept all the way till 3. Went to the post office, sent off Bukaki's birthday present. So Visions, you should get it here in a couple of days. I hope it makes it in time for his birthday. His birthday's on the 20th. Visions, if it doesn't make it in time for his birthday, I apologize. I did send it off. It was like the first thing I did. Like I went to sleep, and then I got up at 3 o'clock. And by 3:30, I was at the post office, sent it off, because I think the post office closes like right around now, right around 6:30ish. So I wanted to get it sent off before it closed today. So I hope it gets there in time. If it doesn't, Visions, please tell Bukaki I apologize, but it's on the way. I promise. As long as he gets it around his birthday, he'll enjoy it. Coffee first, and this, you guys have seen this before. I bought this a long time ago at the Lake St. Louis coffee shop where almost all my lives started. A few lives started on the floor in my bedroom in the mansion, but most of the lives started at the OG coffee shop, and it's black. This is the Halloween version. So it says, love, peace, and coffee. There was a pumpkin on this side, but I put it in the dishwasher so much it scratched off the pumpkin. But look, it's all scratchy because I've ran it through the dishwasher so many times. That's why it's all scratched up. But I think it adds more character to it. There was an orange one and a white one, but by the time I went to go buy them back then, all they had was the black one left. And I said, all right, I said, well, cough up the black one, give it to me. That's all they had, and I really wanted the orange one, though. I really did want the orange one. Anyway, I'm going to call Lantern, see how he's doing. I haven't done that in a while, so now that everyone's mostly forgiven Lantern. Basically what I said, and I wasn't supposed to talk about this, I told you guys I was going to drop it, but it's a sign of celebration, or not really celebration, celebration's the wrong word. It's a sign of relief that people have, forgiven Lantern. Pretty much. I don't think Rob or Carl would ever forgive Lantern, but mostly everybody. Like, I know Visions and Bukaki has, and Yak, and so I was hesitant to go on, but I did go on. But it seemed like everybody in the chat was, goofing off with Lantern. Pixel was goofing off with Lantern, so it seems like things are getting back to normal. And I did say to Lantern, I said, I think everyone's worry is that it never happens again. I said, that's what needs to happen. It never needs to happen again. I think Lantern apologized to everybody. If he did, I missed it. Because I missed the first, 20 minutes because I don't know why Lantern put it on unlisted, and then he sent it to me. And then I finally started watching after about 25 minutes. And then I asked Visions, I was like, Visions, is it unlisted? And he's like, yeah. He goes, Lantern's going to make it private after it's done. And I went, oh, okay. I'm like, right on. So let's see how Lantern's doing. And then I'm going to open up the chat. Open up the chat. Here we go. And then we got the Lantern show. And then on Saturday or Sunday, I don't think I'm doing anything with the guys this Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to church on Sunday. Because I have not been in such a long time. Tomorrow, I am doing a workout stream if it kills me. I keep saying I'm going to do one, and I never get around to it. I'm fucking doing one tomorrow. Whether it's a walking stream, or it's a treadmill stream, or it's me, lifting weights. I don't give a shit. And I may go watch a movie tomorrow at the movie theater. We'll see, because I haven't been to the movies since Scream 7, and that one was... it was alright. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just like an enjoyable film. They had some pretty good kills. I will say, the new version of the costume was rocking. It looks the same, but they slightly alter it every single film. Like, they put, rips and tears at the bottom, of his gown. They make the mask a little bit more wider, or less white. I mean, they're always switching things up, so I did like the newest version. But Fears will still say, to this day, I like number 1 the best, and I love number 6. I love number 6, and I also love number 5. 4 was alright, 3, it was alright, and then 7, it was alright. So there you are. Anyway, let me call Lanterns, see how it's going. Anyway, but yeah, Visions. Whenever you get Bukaki's birthday gift, just be sure to give it to him. I hope it gets there by his birthday. If it doesn't, it'll come a day or two after. But as long as he gets it, and I'm very excited. Bukaki said that he's going to be sending me 4 Blu-ray gems off the list, and I am tickled to death. I'm excited. I cannot wait. It's going to be good. All right. And I said, Bukaki, I'm going to put everything on hold, and I will watch the 4 movies back to back. I will review them right away. So, yeah. Give me a second here. I'm sending someone a message. All right, let's call Lantern. Now, Lantern could be sleeping. He could be, because you know how Lantern is. He always sleeps a little bit before his lives. So, yeah. I've got plenty of time, though. In Texas right now, it's 5:15. In Florida, it's 6:15. So, I have until, let's see, 9:30 would be 8:30. 10 would be 9. So, yeah, so I have until 10 o'clock, because normally he starts his lives right at 9. So, I could stream all the way to 10 and be perfect, but I always end a little bit earlier than that, so Lantern has time to prepare. So, let's give him a call. Will he pick up? I don't know. We'll see. Could be napping. Oh, yeah. Lantern. Hello? He's probably sleeping. I'm sleeping, Fears. All right, Lantern, all right. Yes, I know. All right, well, I guess he's sleeping. I guess Lantern will... Usually, Lantern will call me whenever he sees that he's missed a call, he'll call me. So I'm going to let him sleep, let him get his beauty rest, because Fears, I like my naps. I slept very long today. I was so tired after work. Got off at 9:45, but by the time I got home, it was like 10-ish. And I slept from 10 all the way to 3-ish, and then I was at the post office by 3:30. So, yeah. Anyway, let's open up the chat. I'm going to say hello to everybody, and then I'm going to show you guys what I got my mom. Now, this was supposed to be my mom's Christmas present. But I guess it took them so long to make this. They said, we hand make these, we custom make these from scratch. So each order takes forever. And I was like, so is it going to be there for Christmas? And they're like, probably not. So I was like, what the fuck? So I said that in my mind. What I really said to them was, oh, okay, yeah, just please keep me updated. So for months, they've been sending me email. Oh, yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done with your order, John. I'm like, get it to me as soon as possible or refund my money. So I had to buy myself, I had to buy my mom something else for Christmas last year. And I said, Mom, I got you a really good gift. But I said, just hang on. It's not going to be ready yet. I said, I'll get you something else. So I got my mom some perfume, and I got her, I gave her some DVDs that I didn't want anymore. I got her some new clothes. I bought her like 5 or 6 gifts to make up for this not being ready. So I'm going to catch up with the chat, and then I'll show you guys what I got my mom. So I'm going to give this to my mom for Mother's Day. I'm sure she will love it. All right, let's open up the chat, and let's get rocking and rolling. All right, here we are. Like 5 or 6 gifts to... All right. Yo! Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. All right. I don't know, Zach. I mean, you owe me an apology, so, that may be put on hold. So, Zach, you definitely owe me an apology, so I don't really want to talk to you right now. I'll let you know, but you do owe me an apology. So, later. It doesn't always revolve around you, dude. You're going to apologize. What you did was wrong. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Randall? What is up, dude? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing great. Randall, I'm going to call you after the live, man. I haven't talked to you in quite a while. So, yeah. I kind of put my book writing on hold, Randall. I need to get back to it. You are absolutely right. So I took no actions, Randall. But I'll get back to it. I've written about, I think, 3 chapters of The Lonely Ghost, so I definitely will get back to it. Yo! What's up, Cave? Cave says happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, too. Randall says happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, too. I probably want to read Fears' book more than anyone. Well, thank you. Thank you, Randall. Yo, what's up, Visions? Vision says I'm changing my brakes and rotors. Okay, cool. Well, just comment when you can, Visions. I understand, you'll be under the truck, but you said you will be listening. I fully understand, my friend. Randall says I still want to read it. And you will, Randall, one day, I promise. So anyway, Vision says, I also thought it was funny that you waited to make your decision based on what other people were doing as far as landing. Well, here's the thing. I didn't know how to handle it, Visions. I really didn't. Because I was like, should everybody give Lantern a second chance? Do people not want to give him a chance? So I didn't want to be the bad guy. I just said, I'll sit back and see what happens. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because I didn't want people... I didn't want people griping on me. You know what I'm saying? So I just said, like the first time this happened, I just took a back seat. I was like, I do not want to get involved with any drama. That's exactly what I did the second time. I said, I don't want to get into any drama. And so I took a back seat. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because I don't want people, the last thing I want people doing is griping on me. Anyway. Randall says, today's Bible verse I read emphasized not to let others lead us astray. That was part of my Bible study. Nice, Randall. Nice. Zach, why are you delaying the 100 Nugget Challenge? Well, listen, I doubt I'll be honest, Punk Rock, I doubt we'll get it. Because I'm still quite upset with Zach. He owes me an apology. Prove me wrong, Zach. Do the 100 Nugget Challenge. Prove me wrong. But he definitely owes me an apology. He still doesn't get that he violated my trust. Recording me, reading my personal messages. my personal messages is not his fans' entertainment. Seems like he puts his fans ahead more than a friend. So, he definitely owes me an apology. So, yeah. And I hope he does the right thing. I really hope he does the right thing. Because if he doesn't apologize, that would be selfish. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Shrimp? Good to see you. What's up? I got my mom a elephant for Christmas. Oh, nice. There you go. What's up, Strong Bear? Good to see you. Let's see here. What's up, Shrimp? Welcome, Tina. What's up, Tina? Good to see you. I bet Tina would do 100 nuggets. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Punk Rock? Good to see you. I mean, that would be nice, Shrimp, if he could apologize to me and do the 100 nugget challenge. That would be great. So, yeah. The best gifts are from the heart. The worst gifts are stuff I didn't need anymore. Well, there you go. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys what I got my mom. I don't know why it took them this long, because I wanted to get this for her for Christmas, and it finally came in today. So, let me show you guys. But I know my mom's going to love it. I know my mom's going to love it. It's very sentimental, and I know she misses my dad. I miss my dad, but I'm going to give this to my mom for Mother's Day. So, it's very fragile, so that's why I kept it in the bubble wrap. So, let me know what you guys think. It's very small, but I think she'll love it. So, yeah. I got her this little 3D thing of her and my dad. So, I think... And it's a wall mount, so you can mount it to the wall. So, yeah. This part is sticky, so you just mount it to the wall. So, yeah. So, I think my mom will love it. It's a 3D, and... I don't know why it took them so long, but they said it's made out of glass, and then they digitally scan the... it's made out of glass, and they digitally scan the photo on it. But, yeah. So, it's so little, I don't know why it took them... It's took them months. I ordered this even before last Christmas. I ordered this, like, around November. And I just got it today. So, but either way, I'm going to give this to my mom, for Mother's Day, and I hope she'll like it. So, there you are. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. And, Kate, I'm sorry you got to go, too, because you were siding with Zach, and you were saying mean things about me in other people's chats. So, you're going to learn, Kate, not to fuck me over. So, yeah, bye-bye, you're gone. Yeah, I'm not putting up with your bullshit either. So, yeah. Fears is laying down the law, man. I'm sick. She'll be all nice to me here, and then she'll totally, make fun of me in another person's chat. So, I'm not putting up with her bullshit. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope my mother really likes this. I really do. Anyway, so there it is. So I think it came out great. And I'm going to keep timing them out until I get an apology from Kate, and then until I get an apology from Zach. That's just how it is. So they're going to apologize because I deserve an apology. So, yeah. So, yep, that's just how it is. And if she doesn't, then I'll just block her. I don't give a shit anymore. I really don't. So, it is what it is. Let's see. What's up, Punk Rock? What's up, Shrimp? Tell your Asian man to do the 100 Nugget Challenge and say sorry to Fierce. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always admit when I'm wrong, and I apologize. Because you guys have helped me. The young Fears would never have apologized. But, the older you get, he has to admit, reading someone's private messages was wrong. Yeah, I was mad at other things, too. But what really put a fire under my ass and got me pissed was him reading my message out. And he doesn't seem to care. because he would have already apologized by now if he actually cared, you know? So, that's not really a good friend, if I'm being honest. He needs to apologize. And I've gave him plenty of time. I've given him plenty of time to do it. So, we'll see. And again, it seems like he cares more about his fans than our friendship. He's thrown me under the bus 5, 6, 7, 8 times. I've asked him to stop. And then he had no problem reading my private messages. He has no problem recording our phone conversations. Now that idiot troll has it on his channel, which I've been trying to take down. So, it's just ridiculous. I'm getting fed up of it. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can, Primetime Gaming. Absolutely. I'm not putting up with your bullshit. Yep, bye-bye, you're gone. I'm not putting up with people's shit. Bye-bye. Zach is going to apologize. He is. Absolutely. Because I deserve an apology. 100%. 100%. Because I didn't do anything to make him do that. Nope. And he thinks if he doesn't say anything and just come in here real nice, that it'll go away. He's going to apologize. But anyway. Well, let's get off of that. And let's go into the first topic, my friends. All right. All right, first topic. I've never tried these, so time for a taste test, my friends. So, Mr. Beast, beef jerky, pepper review. All right, here we go. And again, I had a good day. I'm just saying, I'm not going to put up with people's shit. I'm getting sick and tired of people fucking me over. I've been nothing but nice to Zach. I've been nothing but nice to Kate. And that's why I timed him out. I can't force anyone, but I sure as hell deserve an apology. And I'm not asking for much. You know, Zach's done it. So I've never pre-recorded him. I've never, with the intentions. He filmed that intention to hurt me, without a doubt. Or at least that's what I think. He sat in his car, put his video camera on, filmed it, and then showed it to the Discord. It's ridiculous. Nobody should have to put up with that bullshit. And then he just nonchalantly just reads my messages. So I can't trust him now. Anytime I pick up the phone or send him a text message. Because he'll probably show it to someone. And it's doing stuff behind people's back. So, anyway. I've asked him to stop doing that many times. So, it just is what it is. So, I deserve an apology. Maybe I worded it wrong. I deserve an apology. Will I actually get one? Probably not. And it just is what it is. All right. So, let's see here. Mr. Beast, 11 grams of protein. Oh, I'm sorry, 11 protein, peppered beef jerky. No added nitrates, made with 100% beef. So 100% beef. 100% beef. 11 protein. All right, here we go. Nice. Okay. Just enough pepper. Not too much pepper. There's a little salt on them, so a little salty. Good taste. I would recommend these, so I would recommend them. And you know what really got me? I'm sorry for getting a little frustrated today. Is when he came and he's like, "Oh, well, what about my birthday, John? What about my birthday?" So he doesn't care. All he cares about is himself. You know, he could have came in and said, "Hey, John, I really apologize for what I did," and then bring up his birthday. That's what kind of got me heated. I was like, "So he doesn't care. He doesn't care." And then she always sides with Zach. You know, she's like a sweet little golden angel. Hi, John. Hi. And then, literally in Lantern's chat, she will tear me to shreds. So I'm just sick of that crap. So yeah. So she's a fake. She's a phony. So yeah, it just is what it is. Let's see. I would recommend them, so I apologize. I apologize for getting a little heated, but it needed to be said. I'm so sick of people not treat me with any respect, and I'm so sick and tired of people just thinking they can do and say whatever the hell they want. It's bullshit. That's why I'm not talking to Yak right now. I'm so sick of his rehash bullshit. So yeah, let's see. I would recommend them. I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it a solid 9.3 out of 10. Anyway, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick and throw some water on my face, and then we'll be back, my friends. So again, I apologize, but we'll get the stream back on track. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to use the restroom. All right, let's get this back on track. Let's see here. What else? Let's see here. Where'd he go this time? I went to use the restroom. So yeah, let's see here. Strong Bear going to prom. Oh, nice, Dave. I hope James and everybody at his school has a good time. So yeah. Oh, nice. I love beef jerky. Can't wait for the review. Well, I'm right in the middle of it. So like I said, just enough pepper, not too much pepper. A little salty, good taste. 100% beef, 11% protein. I would recommend it. Let me try it one more time just to see if there's anything else I need to write down. You get a fair amount of beef jerky in the bag. So fair amount. Fair amount. And like I said, I would give it about a 9.3 out of 10. So yeah. Anyway, put a 1 in the chat if you guys liked my gift for my mom. I would appreciate your guys' thoughts on it. I'm just so glad that I finally got it. I was starting to worry because I ordered it way before Christmas, and I just got it today. After I got back from Visions, after I got back sending Bukaki's birthday present off, I thought, oh, well, I'll just check my mail. Bam, there it was. And I said, I think I know what this is. And it was a small little package, and I opened it up, and, I mean, it wasn't super small, but it was small enough to fit in my my mailbox. And I said, I think this is my mom's gift after all this time. I opened it up. I was like, oh, finally. I said, it's only a couple months late. I don't know why it took so long to make that little piece of glass with a photo digitally scanned on it, but I guess they're backed up on orders, so yeah. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. No, it's here. It's here. Anyway, what TV endings we talking about? I'm here for the vlogs. Well, I jump back and forth. I do vlogs and then I do my podcast. So whenever I'm not vlogging, Big Black, I do my podcast. So I jump around. Like I've been editing. I edited a little bit today. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have the first part of my Missouri trip up and running. So I jump back and forth. So in between my vlogging, I do my podcast. So yeah, the TV ending, like the best TV endings to a television show. So yeah. Anyway, well, since you brought that up, but that's a good segue into it. So here we go. So I'll write some down. You guys can write down. Some of your own favorites. So, best. Yeah. I didn't go anywhere. Nobody took my channel, took my show down. I just had to use the restroom. I have Crohn's, so every once in a while I have to get up, use the restroom, and whenever I have to go, I have to go. So, my loving and loyal fans will know, hey, just give Fierce 2 minutes. Let him use the bathroom, and then I come back and do the rest of my show. So, yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm here, big dog. Don't mean to sound... You're not dumb. Doogie Howser is great. Yes, he is. That show is awesome. I haven't seen it in a long time, but from what I remember, yeah. So, best TV endings to a TV show. Number 1, I'm going to say the Family Matters ending. He gets to marry Laura Winslow. Steve Urkel gets to go to space, and he goes on a big space mission. So I would say That one. So Family Matters space mission ending. Eddie becomes a cop and he gets shot, and then all that stuff while Steve is in space. So family members space mission / getting married to Laura. The next one. So yeah. Oh, I turned off my phone, Shrimp, because I don't want anyone interrupting me. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Next one. Probably. I really like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's, where it's an empty house and they're all going to move to New York, but Will is staying there to finish school. And he said, as soon as school's done, I'm going to move to New York with you guys. And they all leave to go to the airport, and then he's just standing in the middle of this set, of the empty house, and he looks around, and then he just walks towards the kitchen to go out the back door, and he hit it with his fist. He hits the lights turn off, and he walks away. So that's a pretty good one. So Fresh Prince standing in the middle of the room alone, lights turn off and walks away. Lights turn off. It's a pretty good one. But before he leaves, he says goodbye. So he says goodbye to Carlton and Philip Banks and his aunt and Ashley and what's the butler's name? Oh shit! Now I need to turn on my phone and ask. Oh, I didn't turn it off. I had it on airplane mode, Shrimp. So I didn't lie, Shrimp. That's what I meant to say. Excuse me. I had it on airplane mode. All right, so give me 1 second here. Hey, Meta, what's the name of the character's name on Fresh Prince, the butler? What's the butler's name?
The butler's name in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, that's what it is, Jeffrey. So that one I really liked. That's a good one, Randall. Star Trek, TNG, all good things must come to an end with the best villain. I'll admit, Q, well, he's kind of a villain, Randall. He's more of a jokey kind of villain. Sometimes he means well, sometimes he means destruction. I would say the best villain, in my opinion, is probably the Borg in Star Trek The Next Generation. The Borg is a really mean, destructive villain. But yeah, Q, I like that his character is complex, Randall. Sometimes he means well and teaches Picard a lesson. He's like, well, before you go out into space, you have no idea what the hell's out there. And then he shows him the Borg. So he's like, if you're not willing to, to scrape a few noses, then you don't belong out here. Go back to Earth. So sometimes he means well, and other times he's just, annoying, and other times he really wants to, take him down. But he doesn't really want to destroy Picard. Now, the Borg, they don't care. They just consume everybody. They want to take over everything. But I do like, Randall, that's a good one. I'm going to put that one down. It ends with all 7 years, Picard has never once has Picard went to a poker game. And at the end, the entire cast is sitting around a poker table, and they're basically just discussing, why would Q tell us this? Why would Q tell us that? All this. And then all of a sudden, you hear the doorbell to the door, and he's like, Riker's like, come on in. The counselor comes in and says, am I in time? He goes, yeah, pull up a chair. We're just starting. She sits down, and then all of a sudden, he's about to, deal out the cards, and then doo-doo-doo-doo. And they're all like, well, who's that? And then Picard comes in. He's like, is there anything I can help you with, sir? And he's like, no. He's like, I just thought that I would join you this evening. And they're all shocked, like, in 7 years he hasn't done this. So he's like, yeah, right on. Yeah, pull up a chair. And then he's like, actually, in my youth, I was quite a card player. They dish out the cards, and then he looks around, and he's got the cards in his hand. So he's like, he looks around, and he's like, I should have done this a long time ago. And then the counselor says, you were always welcome. You should have just asked us. And he's like, well, 5-card stud, nothing wild, and the sky's the limit. And then it ends. So, Randall, that is a good ending, and I'm going to put that down. So, the poker scene. So, poker scene ending to TNG. That was pretty good. So, yeah. Let's see here. That's a good idea. There's no need to handle phone calls mid-show. Yeah. Let's see. The dinosaur ending. I forgot how the dinosaur ending ends. Punk Rock, can you give me a 10-second version of what happens? I've watched it, but it's been so long since I've watched the dinosaur ending or that show. I forgot what happens. Punk Rock. Could you refresh my memory? Because I remember I haven't watched dinosaurs since I was a kid. It kind of reminds me of like the live-action Fred Flintstone, but instead of the Flintstones, it's dinosaurs acting like humans. So dinosaurs. He's a construction worker. He's got a lunch in his pail, and he wears a red shirt, and it's just dinosaurs acting like humans, basically. And it's a funny sitcom, but I forgot how it ends. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to say a really good one, Smallville. Smallville's ending's great. He finally gets up enough courage to buy a ring to ask Lois Lane to marry him. And then all of a sudden, it's not Jimmy Olsen, but some nerdy little guy runs into the Daily Planet and he goes, just came over the wire. There's a bomb in a building uptown. And then he looks at her and says, tell the minister I'll be a few minutes late. And then she goes, oh, I love you. And he's like, I love you too, or whatever. And then he runs up to the roof, and you just see him take his glasses off, and he runs right towards camera, like right in, and he rips open the shirt, and that's the first time you see him in the suit. Because all through Smallville, he holds the suit, but he doesn't wear the suit. So, I like that ending. So the Smallville rooftop ending. That's a good one. So yeah. All right. But yeah, Punk Rock, if you could refresh my memory, I don't remember that, the ending. I remember watching it, so yeah. He killed Denise Crosby. You don't remember? No, Randall, that wasn't Q. That was that black liquid slimy character. Remember? They're on the planet. That was not Q. Remember, the counselor is stuck in a broken shuttlecraft, and then there's all this liquid goo. Like, so they're over here, Randall, and then the shuttlecraft, like literally, it's like this. So in that episode, the shuttlecraft is over here. They're standing here, and right in the middle is that black liquid goo, and the black liquid goo is like it's a life form, and he goes, "You're not taking the counselor away from me." And then Denise is like, "This is ridiculous." She tries to go around, and the liquid goo creature like knocks her, and she goes flying through the air, and then she lands like way over here, and she instantly dies in the first season. It's like halfway through, but that was not Q. That was absolutely not Q. So yeah, I'm telling Denise she's going to have a big glass of wine because of the insult. I'm not insulting her, Randall. Look it up. Here, I'll ask Meta. How does Denise Crosby's character die? Hang on. Hey, Meta, in Season 1 of Star Trek The Next Generation, how does Denise Crosby's character die?
Let's see. Denise Crosby's character, Lieutenant Tasha Yar, dies at the hands of an alien creature called Armus in the episode Skin of Evil. Armus kills her while she's investigating a crash site on the planet Bagra 2, draining her life force completely. This happens in Season 1, Episode 23 of Star Trek The Next Generation. Her death was a surprise to fans and had a lasting impact on the crew.
There you are. So it was not Q. It was absolutely not Q, Randall. So I know my Star Trek, buddy. Yo, what's up, Carrie? I have finally revised my rules, and I'm down to only 6 rules. Now I'll do a stream about it later on. Oh, nice, Carrie. Well, there you are. Yo, what's up, Dan? Dan says, what's up, folks? Hi, everyone. All I remember was the ending was the Ice Age. That's right. I remember that one. Yeah, that one's good. I'll put that one down. Ice Age. That's right. Yeah. Ice Age from Dinosaur. That's a good one. Yeah, I remember that now. It's been that long. It's been that long since I've seen it. Dinosaurs. Let's see here. Started watching The Boys. I'm digging it already in Season 3. I've never heard of it, Dan. Do you mind telling me what it's about? Randall says, all right. She got the boot due to posing in Playboy. Oh. Wow. Let's see here. But what's another good ending? I was going to say Tales from the Crypt, but there's not really a good ending to it because they're all individual episodes. Like, every episode has their own little ending. So, what's another good ending? Quantum Leap. It's kind of good, but it's kind of sad. He never gets out of the quantum realm. He's always traveling through time. And basically his main mission was to get into that chamber, travel through time, study the quantum leap of leaping through time, and then get back to his laboratory to give the scientific data. And he never gets back. So, in a way, it's kind of a cool ending, but it's a very sad ending. So I'm going to put that, the quantum leap. Quantum leap ending. Never gets back. And then the newer version of the Quantum Leap is basically a sequel. It has an Asian actor in it. I haven't seen it yet. And I think Scott Bakula, which plays the Doctor, I think he makes an appearance in the. I haven't seen the sequel yet. I need to rewatch the Quantum Leap because my mom bought it for me for my birthday a year or two ago on Blu-ray, and I haven't watched it yet. So there you are. Never gets back. Never gets back to the future. Because he's a doctor in the. It's not the not too distant future. It's like the future. So yeah. It's the superhero show, but the heroes are okay. I got it. I got you. Yeah, I remember someone telling me that. Original Roseanne ending was trash. Yeah. The real ending is when John Connor dies. You know? So, he dies, and then season 9 is her writing a book, and it's all of her, like, that's why every single episode she's rich, she wins the lottery in season 9, and at the very end, it comes out of her mind, and really she's in the basement, and her kids have helped her set up like a writing room, and she's writing a novel, and she's remembering her husband John. So it's kind of cool. It's sad, but I agree, Dan. It should have ended. I'm sorry, not John Connor, Dan Connor. Excuse me. I got John on the brain. It should have ended with Dan Connor dying. John Connor's from fucking Terminator, excuse me. So yeah. I'm going to karaoke tonight. I'll call you when I get back. All right, Randall, I'll see you later. Have a good time at karaoke, and enjoy, my friend. Get some ladies' numbers and get some tips, Randall. Oh, yeah. Nice. So there we are. So, yeah, that one was all right, but it could have been better. I'm going to write down Home Improvement ending. I really like that one. Tim quits the show because there's a new producer that's trying to make it big and flashy and all that. And he's like, no. He's like, I've been on this show forever. I don't want to do that. Like Tool Time is good. Is good just how it is. And they're like, well, either you do what we say or we won't need you anymore. And he goes, well, you know what? I quit. He goes, I'm done. So he quits. Al gets married, and they decide to have the wedding in Tim and in Wilson's backyard. And Tim's like, well, if we would just take this fence down, we'd have more room for the wedding. And then Wilson's like, well, should we? And then he goes, Wilson, why didn't we do this years ago? Why did we keep this fence up? And then he makes a joke saying, probably because we didn't want to reveal too much of ourselves, Tim. And you never see Wilson's face. So they finally take down the fence, and then Tim looks through the fence as they're knocking the boards down. He goes, wow. He goes, now I can see everything. So that's a good ending. I've always loved Home Improvement. I've always thought that was a great show. Put Tim Allen on the map. Then right after that, in season 8 or season 7, he was recording his dialogue while he was doing Home Improvement for Toy Story. He recorded Buzz Lightyear because they have the Toy Story action figure either at the end of season 7 or in season 8. And I was like, damn, he's double dipping. There you are. So I'm going to put Home Improvement ending. So Home Improvement ending, wedding, quit show. Let's see here. Dan says, how did Star Trek Voyager end? I used to love that show. Janeway was so underrated. I don't think she's underrated, Dan. I love Voyager. Look, I'm watching Voyager right now. I'm not kidding. Voyager right there. You see it? Look. Voyager, I'm watching it right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Janeway is the shit. Janeway's awesome. She's definitely not underrated, my friend. Janeway, I mean, look at her. Not only is she a good captain, but she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So it ends with them getting back to Earth, and Tom Paris and B'Elanna have a child together. And right as they get back to Earth, they destroyed the Borg's network, and they destroy the Borg Queen. They get back to Earth, and Tom Paris and B'Elanna have a child, and I believe they have a little girl. So I'm going to put that one down. That's a good one. That's a good one. So Star Trek Voyager. Tom Paris has a child. Destroy the Borg. And then they get home. Oh, yeah. Oh, she definitely was a fox. She was rocking and shacking, my friends. Let's see, what else? What's another good ending? So far, we've got 8. I'm trying to think here. The Incredible Hulk, the 70s. The last episode, Dr. David Banner goes into this town, and he's almost home, and he's almost got a cure. So it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. He's almost home. You know, he decides, I'm going to go back to my mom and dad's house and try to figure things out. As he's on the way, he thinks he almost has a cure for, wiping out the Hulk inside him. and he goes into this town, and like pretty much like a plague has this viral disease plague has like taken over the whole town, and he has to not only save everybody, but he has to like find a cure, and he does. That's a pretty good ending, even though they leave it on a cliffhanger because you never find out. Well, did he ever find a cure? Did he ever get home? And they never tell you. It's just they just leave it on a cliffhanger. So I'm gonna say the cliffhanger ending to the Incredible Hulk. That one's pretty good. To the Incredible Hulk. I used to watch that all the time as a kid, man. What was really great is, while it was on, I watched half of it in America, and then my mom and my dad, since I have British family, I watched some of the series in England, like on reruns in the 80s and the 90s, because it came out in the 70s, but they rerun that thing so much when I was a kid. Oh, yeah. Let's see, what else? I'm going to say Saved by the Bell. They finally graduate. There's two endings. There's a graduation ceremony, so they all graduate. And then the next episode, it takes place in the future, like 10 or 15 years later. And it's a new senior class. And they find a videotape that they left for the class of 2003. And then Mr. Belding says, like, that class was really special. So I'm going to say that one. So, yeah. So the class of 2003 / Save by the Bell. Is he going live? Let's see. Well, that's all right. Oh, he's not live yet, but maybe he's waiting until I'm done. So, yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for giving me a heads up. So he's not live yet. Maybe he's finally going to apologize. I told him I need a few days, though. All right, let's see. Saved by the Bell ending. What's another good one? I was going to say Knight Rider. But it doesn't really end. It just ends with the last episode. So it's not really a good ending, so I'm not going to put that one down. The series is great. I'm going to put Deep Space Nine down. Odo finds his people, like the silver liquid stuff or whatever it is, and he goes back to his home planet and joins the rest of his people in that big liquid goo, and then it ends peacefully, but I remember that in the very last episode. So yeah, so Deep Space Nine. I actually, Yak's the one that got me into it again. I watched it and I was like, I don't like it, and Yak was like, "Fierce, I'm telling you, you'll love it. Watch it again in about a year or two." So I waited a year or two, watched it again. And I really enjoyed it the second time around. And now I love Deep Space Nine. I've watched it 2 or 3 times now, all the way through. I'm trying to get through this Strange New Worlds season 3. I keep falling asleep, but I'm on the 3rd episode. It's not that the episodes are boring. I'm usually tired at the end of the night, and I need to get some sleep before I go into work. So. Yeah, but I did finish. The Beastmaster. Visions, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the Beastmaster? Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. That was 10. Let's see here. You guys have any more, like, really good endings? Those are, like, 10 that I came up on my own. That I really enjoy those endings. I'm trying to think. Oh, The New Adventures of Lois and Clark. Clark and Lois Lane. Dean Cain played Superman. And they've been trying for a baby. So they not only does Superman save the day, he saves his parents, he saves Lois's parents, but they end up getting a baby. So, the New Adventures of Lois, I think it's Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. That's a great ending. So, I'll do that one. So, Lois and Clark. I've always enjoyed Superman ever since I was a little kid. Superman is without a doubt my favorite superhero with actual superpowers, you know. Dan says, I'm going to go charge my phone and stream on Twitch later. I have to review the game House PI Detective or something. All right, well, Dan, thanks a lot for coming in. I really appreciate you stopping by, and I hope to see you soon, my friend. So there you are. So Lois and Clark get a baby. And that is a good ending, my friends. Let's see. Get a baby and a family. And I'm going to stick with those 11. Because I didn't really... It's not really a top 10. I was just picking out some of my favorite endings to TV shows. So, yeah. I've never seen it, Dave. I've never seen Babylon 5. Never. I need to. I've heard good things. So, yeah. Looks like a fun game, to be honest. Oh, yeah, I saw a Mouse PI. It looks neat. Yeah, I was given a review copy. I need to check it out. Well, there you are. Well, enjoy playing it. Enjoy reviewing it, my friend. And let me know how it turns out. All right. Visions, time for the Beastmaster. Visions, are you still here? I know you said you're working on your truck, but let me know if you're still here. I wish Bukaki was here, because Bukaki and Visions told me about this. And let me just check something real quick. So, yeah. Top 10 movies based on video games. Ooh! We can do that. I'll do that one tomorrow. All right, so Beastmaster. The Beastmaster review. All right. All right. Well, Zach is live. I'll watch it later because I'm doing a show. So, see what I mean? Always going live when I go live. The minute I go live, he can't stand it. He absolutely cannot stand it. I knew he was going to go live, so now it's going to be the standard thing. Every time I go live, that motherfucker's going to go live. But it is what it is. Anyway, the Beastmaster. Very heroic. Very big hero. Fantasy. Fantasy movie. Action adventure. Film. Number 3, Resident Evil. Well, I just watched that one. I literally just watched that one, and it's all right. It's okay, but it's not like going nuts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's see. Very heroic, big hero, fantasy movie, action adventure film. Visions, are you still here? Let me know. Let me know. Action adventure. Let's see here. Who could forget Mario Galaxy? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, we'll save it for tomorrow. Very big hero, fantasy movie, action adventure film. Lots of battles. Lots of battles. Lots of heart to the film. Heart, passion. Let's see what else. Lots of explosions in the film. Lots of explosions, lots of, let's see here. Very big hero, fantasy film, action adventure film, lots of battles, lots of heart and passion, lots of explosions, lots of fighting. Lots of fighting. Lots of fighting. Yeah, but watch, Dave. He'll wuss out, and if he does apologize, it'll be a half-ass apology in a live. You know, like, I told him, he keeps coming into my lives, and I was like, dude, I need some time to cool down. I'm like, you're not welcome here. I'm like, especially not for a couple of days. I'm like, I'll let you know when I want to talk. When I talk, I want an apology. Because he keeps fucking me over, Dave, and I'm sick and tired of it. I am so sick and tired of it. So, and then he expects me to come to his birthday. I'm not coming unless he gives me an apology. I'm saying it right there and then. He is going to stop, throw me under the bus, and he's going to stop fucking me over. Because reading my private messages was the last fucking straw. And I've had it. So, yeah. So, Dave, you can go with him, but unless he apologizes, I'm not going. I'm dead serious. So anyway, very heroic fantasy film, action adventure film, lots of battles, lots of heart and passion, lots of explosions, lots of fighting, lots of animals in the film because he is the Beastmaster. Lots of animals. Visions, I do agree with you. The second part had more action. The first part of the story is just to set up the characters, set up everything going on, and all that. So, yeah. Dan says, don't stress, Fierce. Just do your thing. Don't let others bother you. Is it kind of crappy? He didn't follow dibs for sure, but don't let it ruin your thunder. I'm not. It just is. I'm telling you, Dan, every single time I go live, he fucking goes live. Every single time. He makes it a competition, not me. And I'm sick and tired of him treating me like crap. I give him tons of respect, and he gives me an ounce of respect. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So, it just is what it is. And then he says, oh, we're good friends. I want to be Zach's friend, but he makes it very hard. Very, 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 very hard. And I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And then, Kate's the same way, Dan. She'll act, oh, I'm a sweet little golden angel. I like you so much, John. You're the best. And then she'll totally trash me in Lantern's chat or Zach's chat. Watch, I'm going to go in there. I'll go in there right now, and I bet you she's talking shit. Let me see.
So what's he saying on the stream? Guys, fill me in. What's he saying?
Yeah, she's talking shit, as always.
Oh, well, that's good, Kate. That's good. Or as Jimmy Stewart would have said, well, no.
Yeah, so, see, so he's glad that I'm pissed. See, no respect. Absolutely no respect. See, that's bullshit. So he loves that I'm getting mad. He loves that, so he's trying to justify him reading all my messages. That's okay. And it's not okay. Whatever. All right, let's see here. Lots of animals. It is funny. So it's a bit funny. It's a bit funny. My two favorite scenes. I actually have three favorite scenes. Visions, you and your brother was right. It was a great film. Loved it. The first one, I don't like when animals or children get killed in movies, but when his white dog sacrifices himself to save the Beastmaster. So a battle takes place, and an arrow gets shot into the dog, and the dog grabs like his leather strap and pulls the Beastmaster to safety to like a clearing, and he wakes up because he got knocked out, and he's like, oh man, like the war's over, the battle's over, and he looks over, and the white dog has died. So he sacrificed himself to save the Beastmaster. That's probably my second favorite. So saving the Beastmaster. My third favorite scene is when one of his ferrets does the same thing. One of his ferrets sacrifices himself to save not only the Beastmaster, but to save a child. So that's a great scene. Even though he loses one of his companions, it's a great scene. So the ferret saves the child and the Beastmaster. And then probably my favorite scene is at the very end, because he has no respect, Dan. That's why. I'm telling you, he puts his audience before our friendship. That's why. That's why. And he can't just swallow his pride and treat me like a normal human being. And I've never read one of his personal messages. He's recorded our phone messages, put it out there on the internet. He's recorded me without my permission, and just a few days ago, he read my personal text messages to his audience. So he doesn't have any respect for me, and I'm fucking sick of it, you know. So, and I'm gonna be calling Dave, and I'll tell you what, me and Dave are not gonna go to his fucking birthday party. I'll make sure of that real fucking quick. So yeah. Why would he read your private messages? That's not cool. It's very disrespectful because he makes it out to be a competition. He cares more about his audience. He cares more about his audience, Stan, than our friendship. I've been nothing but nice to Zach. I've been a great friend. I bought him lunch. I've done so much for him. I introduced him to this community, and that's the way he treats me. It's bullshit. And I'm very selective on who I call a friend. So all I ask for is the same respect that I give out. And he does not respect me. It's bullshit. Anyway. Probably my favorite scene is the last battle. The last battle is this big scene with all these horses and all this fire and all this explosion, and it takes place at the very end of the film, and the explosions are massive on a grand scale, and the Beastmaster's fighting all these guys, and it's an epic, heroic battle. So the ending battle is without a doubt my favorite scene. Ending battle. This is very true. You did defend him and say that I got a little heated when he recorded you. You were still trying to defend him, but I stand by my original thought that it was disgusting. It is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It doesn't matter if he's done it 3 times now. He's recorded me. Oh, no. He's done it more because he tried to record me without my permission 3 times. So he's done it. He's done that 3 times. He recorded one of our phone conversations and put it on the internet. That's 4, and now it's 5 times reading my personal text messages out to his audience. I'm telling you, he does not give a shit about me. He cares more about his audience. And it's disgusting. I care about both. I care about my friends and my family, and I care about my audience. But I would put my friends and my family way before my audience. That's just me. And he's trying to justify all this bullshit. I guarantee you. I haven't watched his stream, but I'll watch it back tonight because it's going to be a bunch of bullshit. Anyway. So, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to give the Beastmaster Visions Bukagi. I loved it a lot. I'm definitely going to get Beastmaster 2 and Beastmaster 3 because now I'm honed in and I'm excited. And I'm going to give it a solid 9.8 out of 10. It was a very enjoyable film. I really liked it a lot. So 9.8 out of 10. There we are. Tonight's watches are I'm gonna watch a couple more episodes of this, and I'm gonna watch. I think I'm gonna go with Rabid. I think I'm gonna watch Rabid tonight. So Rabid, and if there's time, Christine. So those are the next two watches. So yeah. Anyway, all right, let's move on, shall we? Let's see. Excuse me. And my final topic of the day. So I'm almost done. So let's see. I reviewed the movie. I did the beef jerky. By the way, if you haven't tried this, good stuff, my friends. I did the TV endings. My go-to orders at the movie theater. Here we go. And then I'll probably do one more fan topic, and then I'm going to end it. So, yeah. So, let's see. Go to movie theater orders. It depends on what theater I go to, but I've got a couple, though. So, yeah. Well, you're better than me. I would have been done with someone doing that to me. I mean, I've given him multiple chances, but I'm getting sick and tired of it. And then all I want is an apology and for him to never do it again. And he can't even give me that, you know? He can't even give me that. Vision said, glad you like it. I got both the I'm sorry. Glad you like it. I got both back brakes and rotors on, and now I'm just tightening up the wheel. Oh, nice. Nice, buddy. Well, I'm glad everything's going smoothly. So, yeah, I did enjoy it. I can't wait to watch the Beastmaster 2, where he travels through time, my friends. Oh, yes. And then the Beastmaster 3. All right, my first go-to order, I love Epic Theaters pizza. So sometimes I get a slice of pizza and a soda. So slice of pizza. And a soda. I hope tomorrow he does not come in my live, because that's what set me off. I told him to give me a few days. I need to cool off. And he just kept coming in and coming in. So I do apologize to my audience for getting a little upset. I'm not upset with you guys. I'm upset with him and his actions. I told him, you need to leave me alone. And I blocked his number because he kept trying to message me. So I'll probably unblock his message. I'll probably unblock his number tonight. But I had to block his number while I was doing my show, because I didn't want him to mess me. But I'm extremely upset about what Zach's done. And he just throws it off like nonchalant. And he treats me like a piece of crap. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of it. So, yeah. All I ask is for mutual respect. And he doesn't give it to me. And it's bullshit. All right, so a slice of pizza and a soda. Sometimes I get a collector's cup. So if they have a collector's cup that I like. So a collector's cup of soda and a small or medium popcorn, depending on how much I want. So small or medium popcorn. Let's see. Next, excuse me. Next one. Sometimes I get 2 hot dogs and a soda. So 2 hot dogs. And a soda. Let's see what else. Sometimes I'm not that hungry, and I just get some candy. So sometimes just my favorite candy. Let's see here. Let's see. Slice of pizza and a soda, collector's cup and a soda, and a small or medium popcorn, 2 hot dogs and a soda. Sometimes just 1 hot dog and a soda. So 1 hot dog and a soda. Again, it depends on how hungry I am. 1 hot dog and soda. Sometimes just some candy. Sometimes I get nothing. So sometimes nothing. Epic movie theaters, they have a bar. So sometimes I do get a beer. Just 1, because I'm driving. So 1 beer sometimes. And then, let's see, what else? I think just those 7. I can't think of anything else. But yeah, I think just those. Anyway, I hope tomorrow's show is a lot better, because I was fine until he came in and he just acts all nonchalant, like, oh, don't forget about my birthday. You know, doesn't care about my feelings whatsoever. And I guarantee you, he is lying his ass off right now in his fucking stream. Like, oh, it's never my fault. It's always Fears' fault. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Anyway, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go take a shower and get something to eat. But be sure to check out Lantern's show tonight. And hopefully it'll be a better show tomorrow. I told him, you're not welcome in my chat until you apologize. So I hope he doesn't show up. If he does, I'm just going to time him out. Because I'm so sick and tired of his bullshit. And I definitely deserve an apology. You know? Postal the movie was dank. Okay, cool. Well, I'll check it out tomorrow, Vic. Just remind me. But I hope you guys have a good Saturday and a good Sunday. Thank God it's the weekend. I'm going to church on Sunday, so I'll definitely do a live after church. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm taking off. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, my friends, to Rebel Media. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Cave Squeaker. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my buddy, my pal, Punk Rock. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Strong Bear 19. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow Vic Rules 6666. And last but certainly not least, follow Fears, the host with the most, at FearsMan26. That's the main channel. Follow my second channel at Fears Vlogs. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.